So I have an idea. For a new type of system in an online role-playing game. I've already talked about the fact that although people don't like penalties for dying in online games, they need them. It doesn't matter if they like them or not. They still need them, because without them, the game will get real boring real fast. If every time you die, it doesn't matter and has no consequences, and there's no fear of dying. And there's no fear of dying, then there's no fight to stay alive. There's no struggle for the game. And without struggle, then how is it a game? It's just, you know, it might as well just be bird watching. Like there's no, well, actually even when bird watching is somewhat of a struggle, because there's a challenge. You got to go and try to find the birds, but you know what I mean. Anyways, so this is my idea. My idea is make an online game, right? And with regards to death and how you handle it, penalties, rewards, every time you have permanent death, okay? Permanent death. Your character in the game dies, it's dead, it can't come back. Maybe you can have some kind of item in the game that's extremely expensive that'll revive you once or something, but you don't even really need that. We'll just stick with permanent death, okay? When you die, you die. Anyway, not repeating myself. But here's the catch. Whenever you die, you get reincarnated. But reincarnated as a new character. You got to start again from level 1. But you get you get to retain like a very slight amount of your knowledge or experience from your previous life. So, for example, if in your previous, and by retaining this slight amount of experience, you also increase your maximum potential for your new character. You know, like that's the whole idea behind reincarnation in real life anyways. You know, you live each life and you learn, and then when you're born again in your new life, you take from your last life and you grow. You grow as a spiritual being. So in the game, that would be kind of like what it is. Like, for example, in the game, when you reach your maximum level in the game and you're like a maxed out character, if you were to die, then your next character would actually be able to reach a potential slightly higher than the character before. So with each death and with each new character, but don't get me wrong, you wouldn't have a huge advantage over the old character, because otherwise everybody would just be killing themselves to try to get some kind of more powerful next character, and you wouldn't want that. Like, you want it to be, if you're a character that's never died before, you still want that to be a huge advantage. And you could do that as well. You could make some kind of, you know, time bonus. Like if you're a character that's been playing for 6 months and has never died once, you could also get some kind of a bonus to make up for the fact that you're not getting the reincarnation bonus. Yeah, like I think that would be a really workable way to do it. Because then you wouldn't want to die because you're trying to go up your levels, you're trying to get new powers, etc., etc. But if you did die, it wouldn't be the end of the world anyways, because it just gives you a chance to. That's cute. It's a little kid with a yellow Hello Kitty helmet. It gives you a chance to start over again with actual rewards and a reason to play again. If you just had permanent death and it was just permanent death, then you just have to start a new character and it would just be like doing what you already did over again. But by having the new character have some kind of extra abilities carried over from the last character, then it doesn't feel like you've done it before. That's your first time playing with a step one reincarnation character, you know what I mean? And then when you die, when that character dies, then your next character will be your first time playing with a step 2 reincarnation character. But you'd also have to, you know, make it fairly difficult to die in this game. You wouldn't want player killing with somebody coming up and hitting you twice and you die, because you got to give somebody a chance. You'd have to give a way for even a new character in the game to get away. Oh, check out this guy's license plate. You people in America will get a laugh out of this. Oh. They're riding pretty quick. Okay, I don't know if you can see this, but his license plate says 127 FAG. That's 127 FAG. Yep. But because they're Taiwanese and they don't speak English very much, or even if they do speak English, they don't, most people that speak English don't know the word fag. They know the word gay. Everybody knows the word gay. Okay, if you're a 6-year-old Taiwanese child, you know the word gay. But fag is a more obscure word. Pull off the side for a second.